Hi there! In this video, we will tell you about our Tax Sketch platform and the two main blocks that it consists of. The first main block is the interface of contributors, persons, tax consultants, lawyers who upload the necessary information to our platform in each jurisdiction, and the second main block is the users block. Each of the contributors has his or her own personal account where they contribute information pertinent to the country. Each account has a tab for assigning consultations to contributors, an alerts tab for which especially important notifications about changes in the legislations can be sent, a tab called Contributor Information, which is the main questionnaire in which the contributor works. All the information regarding the jurisdiction goes into that questionnaire, and the tab of Anti-Avoidance Questionnaire Constructor. The development plans also include an optimized dashboard for contributors in which they can take into account all of the statistics on information, on consultation, and on clients. As for the user interface, we need to define the basic concepts that we use when operating the platform. We call the user's workspace a board. We use the word units to define companies or beneficiaries of a structure. We use the word connectors to define connections between beneficiaries and companies or between companies and companies. That is, connections about ownership from the top level to the bottom and connections of the cash flow from the bottom level to the top. What can a user do inside the platform? First thing, you can create your own interactive structure, which already exists, add directors, add beneficiaries, add ownership of a company, edit substance, and manage cash flow from companies in the form of dividends, royalties, and capital gains. Within each unit in the system, there are several tabs. The Checklist tab contains mainly red flags, that is, the list of risks that arise when registering a company or when relocating the beneficiaries. Implication tab is the sum of costs such as relocation of a company, the relocation of beneficiaries, employees, office cost, registration, etc. Taxes tabs is the one where we take into account dividends, royalties, and capital gains. Jurisdiction information is the tab where the information that is given to us from the contributors of a particular jurisdiction in an expanded form. That is, taking into account the structure of a company, we receive written requirements for a particular jurisdiction. Features contains particulars about specific jurisdiction of a given company or beneficiaries. We also added the function of comments. That is, you can comment on each of a unit, ask some questions. We can comment on each of the connectors and ask a question to a contributor in a jurisdiction that interests us. In the alarm block, all the red flags of a risk that await us when moving or when implementing such a structure are entered. The memo block contains written information on the entire structure. We can upload and submit it to a tax consultant for verification. Also, the user has the opportunity to contact the contributor directly and ask specific questions or sign up for a consultation. Use the board comparison functions, which compares two different structures in terms of the main tax burden and costs of implementing in the structure. There's also a tab for meeting with contributors. One of the main features of our platform is the cross-border analytics. Using it, you can link several boards of different logic, and when you make changes to one of the boards, the consequences of these changes will be reflected in all the other boards. Thank you for your attention.